All right, here are the notes for notes 4, solving systems of linear equations by graphing. So for this first example, I'm just going to show you a basic way, and I'm going to do the graphing for you. And then when we get to the next example, I'll show you how to do that. Make sure you guys are writing these down on your Cornell note sheets. You have one that is actually labeled notes 4, and you actually have 2 boxes to graph in. Okay. And here is your first set of equations, 2x minus y equals 6, and x plus 3y equals 10. So if we look at that, we have here is the graph that I've done for you. And if you notice, these 2 lines, this happens to be x plus 3y equals 10, and this is 2x minus y equals 6. They happen to meet right here at this point. And if you were to count over 1, 2, 3, 4, up 1, 2, that happens to be the point 4, 2. And when we look at systems of equations and their solutions are where the 2 lines meet or intersect. So these 2 lines meet at 4, 2. That's the solution to those. So we move on to the next example, and I'll show you how I went through the process of graphing this. But the first 2 questions on your assignment are just going to ask you to pick out a point and label it. Is right here. 3x minus 2y equals 5, and x plus 2y equals 7. So first step is to graph each of these lines in Desmos. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So you're going to come over here to Desmos, and I'm going to graph 3x, we'll go back here, minus 2y equals 5. Then my next equation is x plus 2y equals 7. Okay, and if you notice, my graphs happen to meet at this point right here. So what I'm going to do right now is I need to show you what MyMathLab looks like, because right now we know the solution for this equation is 3, 2, or for this system of equations is 3, 2. However, that doesn't help us out for the beginning part of MyMathLab, because as you know, MyMathLab really likes it when you graph. So I'm going to come back here and we're going to finish up the rest of these notes. And then at the end of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to answer these in MyMathLab. So as I wait for this to load. Okay. So we've graphed them in Desmos. We found the points in each line to put on MyMathLab. I'll show you how to do that with an example later. We find where the lines intersect, and that's our answer. So these 2 lines happen to intersect right here at 3, 2. So that is our solution for those. Now we're going to go into MyMathLab, and I'm going to show you how to answer one of their questions in that process. All right, so let's look at what MyMathLab has us doing right now. So we have these 2 equations, y equals x plus 2 and y equals 2x minus 1. So I'm going to go here and y equals, and I already forgot that first equation was, y equals x plus 2, and then my second equation is going to be y equals 2x minus 1. Okay, so now I've got my 2 equations. So what I have here is I have my answer already, which is great. However, that doesn't help us graph in MyMathLab. But what we can do is we know, and I would take this and write this down on a sheet of paper when you're doing these, so you don't have to keep flipping back and forth. But I know that one of the points from my lines is 3, 5. So I'm going to come back here. I'm going to open up my graphing tool. And one of my points is 3, 5 for my first line. And then I got to go get a second point. So let's see. We got 3, 5. And I'm going to pick this one right here because it's easy. 0, 2. All right. Take this and put it at 0, 2. Now you have to have a second line. So I'm going to make a second line right here. Again, we're starting at 3, 5 because we already know that's our answer. We kind of worked ahead a little bit. Come back here and we'll look and we'll find another point. I like this one right here, 2, 3. So I'm going to come back here and I've got my point 2, 3. All right, I'm going to save this, and hopefully if we did it right, we check our answer, it's going to say, yeah, you're correct. All right, nice work, well done. Now it says, what is our solution? So I'm just going to go ahead and type in our solution that we had from Desmos. And for those of you who are upset with me that you get to do this all the first semester, that's okay. Now you guys learn how to graph. So I was just trying to help you out. And if we go back and we type in 3, 5, which is our answer, don't worry about infinitely many or no solutions. We will work on those the week I get back. So we're going to check our answer, and there we go. We're correct. So that is how we work through that. Hopefully, you guys, if you have any questions, please ask. And good luck on your assignment number 4, and I'll see you when I get back.